but we have the man behind the machine here that is ready to go. We see him. He's live from Star Trek. I like the background there. So Nick, take it away.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, live from Star Trek Veritas. It's so good to see you guys, and I'm sure we'll have some more people jumping on, which is why we're going to record the call. So incredibly happy with the response from the new founders. We actually have more than that. I think we have about 50 people, though. Yeah, a little bit more than 50 that actually filled out the form. So please, if you are one of those people, it's a kind of a condition for us to close that down by about 9 p.m. Eastern time today, because I've got to devote. I'm in the Philippines, for those of you who don't know. So with the time difference and everything, my sole purpose tomorrow is to get all of the wallets, all of the transaction IDs, get those uploaded. I have a program that I use that builds the genealogy based on your sponsor. So make sure your sponsor's name is spelled correctly if you're sending it in the form for the first time. And then we've got to take that and then we got to put it into the smart contract so that it generates the file that will eventually go on to the mainnet when we launch. So that's super exciting, super exciting. So we're going to have a short Q&A after the presentation. So if you do have any questions, make note, and I promise if I can, I will answer your questions thoroughly. So today, what I'd like to do, and I'm going to actually, let's see, video. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and shut down my video for a bit because you're going to be looking at me looking sideways because my primary monitor is over here. But we'll come back, face to face here in a moment. So let me shut my video down and share my screen. Share over here. Let's do, yeah, just do it like that. Okay. All right. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah, it's good. All right. So many of you already know the website domain is veritasvault.app. And I'll just take a moment and kind of go through things here very quickly. But our primary, benefit, for all the people on this call and all the people all over the world is our staking rewards. So essentially, you purchase the VVA token, you come back to the site or within the site, and you stake it, right? You stake it there, it sits there for 24 hours, which is our warm up period. And then on that next 8 hour cycle, it'll start generating rewards on average of 0.44%, okay, which is totally maxed out for you guys, okay? I think will be one of the highest paying rebase yielding projects on the market. Additionally, we offer bonds. Okay, the bonds are really designed for a little bit more sophisticated user, but you can bond for 5 days, 14 days, 30 days, and each 24-hour period, depending on the length of your bond vesting, you get a little bit of those tokens, every 24 hours. And at that point, you can stake them, or you can sell them, or just keep them in your wallet, or rebond again. But I'll be going in more depth on that later. Also, we have there's two ways to earn referral rewards. We have the unilevel plan, which is a 12-level unilevel, very simple comp plan, even for people that are new to the industry, and it pays I'd say it was 47% in the first 4 or 5 levels. So a lot of revenue can be passed through to you, and that's calculated by how much the people you refer decide to stake. So if you have someone staking for $50, right, whatever their 8 hour rebase reward is going to be in that 3 times a day, you get X number percentage of that rebase reward. If you have somebody staking 10,000, then obviously the numbers are correlating to that. Plus, we have the Diamond League, which is for real builders, real people who want to really step up and share this, support your groups. And that has an astronomical payout. There's a material on that. I won't go too deep into that. But essentially, if you have 3 wallets, 3 people, right, that reach certain volume qualifications, you earn not only a reward off of those higher volume teams, but all the way wide, right? So if you sponsor 10 people and 3 of those legs, hit the qualifier, plus you've got a little bit staked in your wallet, then you'll get 1% on your entire team. And that's, of course, an additional into the unit level. And we have a lottery, which is super cool. So if you stake a 100 VBA, all right, it automatically buys you one ticket for the lottery. So if you stake 500, you still only get one ticket, but it has to be a new staking environment for that period. So if let's say you come in, it's the first week or whatever, you stake 100, you're going to get one ticket for the lottery for the weekly. If you stake over 200, you're going to get 2 tickets, one for the weekly and then one for the monthly. And those drawings are literally every 7 days. And we actually, from the tax fee that we charge when you buy the token, which is 5%, we put 2.5% into a buyback and burn account, and we put 1.5% into the lottery. So, and then 1% goes to the ecosystem. But these pools can be quite astronomical, particularly as we get down the road. So that's typically the primary benefit here. And then we also offer if you buy a token on the blockchain, you can also experience price movement. So if you buy it at, let's say, $10, you can sell it at $20. So we're expecting really good things out of the project. So I won't go through all this. This is all on the website. The other night during the call, I had promised to post the audit, right, which is a preliminary audit, but it's what we have. And my focus there wasn't to use the audit as a sales tool, which is what we're going to do at some point, but was just to kind of double check the tech team to make sure they were, programming things correctly. So that came through with flying colors. But the person that helps me with that has been on vacation. So my understanding she'll be back tomorrow, and I'll have that up by the time you get up if you want to review that. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to stop my share again here. Let's get into the real good stuff. What's this? Share. Okay, so from the homepage, as long as you connect your wallet, or not even, you don't have to connect your wallet, but when you connect your wallet from there, it brings you directly to your dashboard. If you haven't seen this yet, you can also come directly here at veritasvault.app/dashboard. Now, on your dashboard, again, you can read through this. My intent is once we get, excuse me, once we get off the ground, I'll be adding, instructions, videos, more helpful information here. This is going to basically be reflective of the entire Vault treasury. Since the token is not live, I just stuck this in here as a placeholder, but we're going to have the active live price here. So for those that aren't really familiar with CoinGecko or Dex Screener and all this other stuff, everything that you need to do to manage your participation is going to be here at the dashboard or in some of the other sections. So this will be live price data. And then this is the wallet holders information, like how much you staked, how many bonds are vested, did you win the lottery? And also, once we're live, you can find your invitation link right here, very plain and easy. Click copy, and then put it into any other marketing or social post that you may want to. Now, I released this like last week, but this is static. Okay, so if you take the first part, right, even though you can't get into the website yet, and you post your wallet address here, it will work. Or if you connect to the system with the wallet that you are participating with, like a MetaMask or Trust wallet, it will generate this for you. So if you're a little afraid of cut and paste, then you could just come in here anyway, connect your wallet. It's going to auto-generate. So you can maybe get a leg up doing it that way. And then this will show all of your, all of the, unilevel and bonding, rewards, and everything else will be listed here, so you can do a good tally at that. I'm working on something. It won't be ready for launch, but I'm going to have a live genealogy here too. That'll be much more easier than what we've got on the referral page, where it'll show basically a click-through diagram of all the people in your genealogy, which will be super, super nice, super hip, super cool. All right, so moving on, we have the by VBA section here, right? And to make it easy, like I said, you can go to PancakeSwap to buy our token on launch day and beyond, or you can go to the website. And again, my focus here, for those who don't know me or haven't been on many of the calls, was really to just make it simple. Build a better mousetrap, as one of my friends says. So we made it very smooth. So here, I already have DAI in my MetaMask wallet. Okay. So I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna use MetaMask like this and close this one up. And I've noticed it's better if you can always go full screen with MetaMask, right? But I've found out it's a lot smoother and easier if you just do the drop down when you're logged in and do your confirmations and stuff from within here. But to go back to the page, I'm gonna hit max. So I've already loaded up myself with test DAI tokens. And let's just say let's do 7,400 DAI. All right. And so what it'll do automatically, it'll calculate from the current price how many VVA tokens 7,400 DAI is going to offer you. Okay. You can also do the process here, and I think I'll do it twice. I think I'll do it here and I'll do it here. But it's very simple. Just if you want to use all your DAI, just hit max, easy, or select whatever number you want. This is auto-generated for you, and all you have to do is hit swap tokens. Okay. So you get this little pop-up here, and let me show you what it looks like for my MetaMask right here. So you hit confirm, right, which is just to confirm that you're allowing the system to trade your DAI for you, but it's not the end of the process. Now, depending on your internet speed and everything else, it can take a few seconds, as it has for me here. This will pop up. Now, this is the important one. This is your transaction request. You hit confirm. Okay. So the transaction's been sent. And we did something slick. We're working all the way through PancakeSwap API here. So there you go. Swap successful. Easy, easy peasy. Okay. So now I can go. I didn't show you this previously. My apologies, but it here reflects on the amount of token that I actually have. Okay. And I need to add a new token, which is good. Okay. That's why it's not showing. Okay, this works. Like really, I was working all day. I wanted to have like a live demo with you guys today. So we made a couple of tweaks, and every time you upload a contract, it changes your wallet addresses, but this is good training. Okay, so in MetaMask, all right, while it's connected to the site, you click here, you go to tokens, you click here, import tokens. And you'll all have to do this. There's no way around this. But I'll provide you with a little cheat sheet this weekend. But you take the token contract address, which will be provided to you. And it will basically, simple process, just paste it in here. It shows VVA. I click next. Veritas, kind of confirm that looks good to you. And you click import. Tokens imported. Easy, easy. Okay. So I already have, why is it not showing? Change. That's weird. Maybe because I already have my test tokens here. I think that's the issue. It's kind of weird. Yeah, the test net's kind of funny. Let's come back later. It should have shown 2 VBAs here. This is the one I've been testing on, but the new one, if you notice when I did add the token, it showed the 27,000 or whatever it was of VBA. But let me give this a minute to warm up, and maybe that'll get better. But the system should pick it up. All right, just testing. Okay, so let's move on to stake. All right. So this is your staking page. Again, same layout. Very easy. Two choices, stake or unstake. Okay. Buttons are found here. And this will calculate, your next rebase period. So if you want to keep an eye on that, if you're doing like really sophisticated types of staking, this could be super helpful for you. Because let's say you bring somebody in, and you want them in under this particular epoch, then you'll know exactly when the next rebase rewards will be delivered. So what I'm going to do here, I could hit max here. See, it's showing here. See the 24,540? So it's connected, but again, I don't know what's up with my wallet. So let's say I want to stake, excuse me, half of that. So we'll make that 12. And you hit stake. Again, similar process to buying the token. You're going to get spinning cap request. Easy, just click confirm. And then my little ding you might have heard is my MetaMask saying it's confirmed on the blockchain. Okay, now it's going to stake the tokens. And again, you get another pop-up like this. Transaction request is always the most important. Click confirm. There we go. Give it a little bit of time. Token staked successfully. And now you see your 24-hour holding balance or warm-up balance is 12,540 tokens. Just that easy. Now, for our testing purposes, we've got these switched down in the test net down to 30 minutes. So in 30 minutes, if I come back, what I would do is I would click claim, right? And it's not working right now because 30 minutes hasn't passed. But basically, after the 24-hour period, and the reason I did 24 hours is because people can remember that. They can say, okay, 8 p.m., all right, 8 p.m. tomorrow. You come here, you click claim, and it's going to move from your holding balance into your actual stake balance here. And then that is exactly when your rebases begin. So 8 hours, morning, noon, and night, you're going to get your rebase rewards. Okay, so I hope this is making sense so far. We do have a calculator here as well. So if you want to, let's say, let's just say 500. Okay, so we stake. Let me do this number. That makes more sense, right? So I just staked this. So if I want to kind of approximate how much, rebase rewards I can get in a certain time frame. So let's just say 1 month to make it easy. And this is pretty much all set, but if you want to get really want to tweak it, you can change all this stuff. Click calculate and right away. Ending SVB balance, 18,864. If you don't want to subtract it out of your head, it's right there, very easy. That's your estimated and total timeline, etc. So yeah, feel free to play around with that. You can actually work within this now if you want to go to the website since it is live. And then this will show your recent transactions, which is not showing this one because it's not connected. All right, so moving on, bonds. Let me show you how easy this is. So at this point, we're just going to do the DIVE VBA pair because that's what we've been training and teaching people on. But moving forward, we're going to actually allow you to trade USDT into our token. Okay, the rates are the same, rewards are the same, but so for some people, it's just easier because when you buy a bond, the difference is that when you buy a bond, those funds come to the treasury directly. When you buy the token on PancakeSwap or even through our interface over here, it is going to PancakeSwap for further liquidity. Okay, if these terms are making sense to you. So we've got a little bit of flexibility because we can always swap out USDT for whatever we want. Okay, from the treasury, either putting that into liquidity or paying rewards or anything like that. So these are active, these are off. So let's say you want to do a 14-day, right? No, these got switched up, sorry. But if you want to say do a 14-day, the discount is 7% off of the current price. So the system goes out, looks for the current price, gives you a 6% discount flat. But that's locked in. That price is locked in for you for 14 days. So if the price goes up 25%, and at that point, it's at the end of your vesting, you got 25% plus 7% off the token. So it's very, very attractive. So right now we just set this manually, but this will be live data. While it's connected, my 7% off equates to 28 cents instead of 30 cents. So let's enter the amount, right? I don't know, the minimum. Oh yeah, let me show you something cool. All right. So let's say I put in 200 DAI and click buy bond. See that pop up? Minimum bond amount is 500 DAI. So the minimum to do a bond is 500 because we didn't want to mess around with $25 bonds, $50 bonds, etc. So always keep in mind that it must be 500 or more. So I'm going to do 501. And then I'm going to click buy bond. For 14 days term. And then, of course, I get my transfer request. We all know what that looks like by now. Click confirm. And approved on the chain. Comes back in, gives me another transaction request. Click that, confirm. And there we go.
Can you X out that box because we're not seeing the rest of what you're doing there?
Oh, you can't see my MetaMask?
No, not right now. I
Not
think
right
you
now,
need to X the box with the die.
Someone said certain pop-ups are not viewable in Zoom.
Oh, you see, can you not see the die box here?
No, we can see the die box, but when it popped up the MetaMask, it didn't. We can't see any of that.
The MetaMask pops up on a different screen other than what you're sharing. That's why.
I've actually, yeah, I know what. I should have shared my page. That's okay. We can do this again. Yeah, thanks for telling me that, Ryan. I thought we were good. Yeah, I've been dragging it from my other window to here, but I'm sharing my app. I'm not sharing my thing. Okay. All right. Thank you. Stop sharing. Wow. Okay. So share my screen. Okay. Good. All right. So you do see this. We just looked at that.
Yeah.
Full screen it. And fresh page here. So anyway, I just bought that bond. Okay. And this is the amount. I didn't notate this, but this is the amount of bond VBA I actually purchased. And of course, it's claimable here in 8 minutes. So maybe if we come back on the call, I might swing back around here. But let me buy another bond. I've got enough here. Let's do a 5-day bond. Okay, so you see that. That's my discount. It's got to be 500. Okay, so when I type in 500 DAI, I know in advance, right? I'm getting 1,744 bonded BBA tokens. And this is my vesting term, etc. So buy bond. Okay. Can you see that, Ryan?
No, that just popped up. Confirm or cancel.
Right. Okay. So spending cap is only 500. Confirm. Okay. And now here's my other pop-up for MetaMask. Everybody see that? So
Yeah.
what I've been alluding to, if you haven't been seeing these boxes, right? I'm not working in the delay here, but it's fast. So so there we go. So bond is purchased. And then if you come back, refresh the page. Now I have 2 bonds. And then after these mature, okay, we set it to 10, not 30, sorry. So anyway, so after this matures, or as this is maturing, so in 24 hours, a portion of this will be claimable for me, but it'll pop up and say claim. So I could claim it, and then it goes into my wallet as VBA, and then I would come back and then I could stake it if I wanted to, or I could sell it, or I could keep it, or whatever you want to do. Okay, so moving on. Oh, and by the way, when you're done, when your bonds are done, they show here, just as a record for you. Okay, referral rewards. Okay, now this is going to get a lot better, but it's hard to build something like this out when you're dealing with dummy data. So once we get up into the air, this will be a networker's dream back here. But at least for now, you've got your referral link, you've got your important numbers here. We set up your levels, so if you want to see how many on level 1, click that. How many people on level 3, so on and so forth. And again, I'll have the genealogy tree sometime, hopefully early next week or so, that'll be able to allow you to click through. Now, these will always be wallet addresses because we're decentralized, and so nobody's going to be putting in their names. So it'll be kind of your responsibility to kind of keep track of that. You know, maybe on Excel or something like that, depending on what you do. And then, of course, your claim referral rewards are here. Jackpot. Okay, so the weekly lottery is 50, right, winning transaction hasses from all qualified entries. So remember when I was saying if you stake at least 100 new tokens per week, then you're going to get a ticket, right? So every time it's new money, right, it's generating you a ticket, which is nice. And 50 people win. And we've got that. That's all decentralized too. I mean, it's super random. Nobody over here is clicking wallet addresses, putting this together. And then that's paid out weekly, and we'll have a countdown timer for you here so you can manage that. And then the monthly, right, is 100 people every month. And again, anytime you stake more than 200 DAI, it generates a ticket. Okay, within that period. So that's super cool. And it's like I said, you're staking it anyway. So you're hitting your rebase rewards. So it works out. And then we are like a real DAO. I haven't posted it's a third-party app that I'm using for the DAO, but you can go in here and even go on the third-party app site. We're going to be using something called Snapshot, which is, first class. So you don't have to pay any gas to vote. All you have to do is have stake BVA, and you'll get a stake and any proposals that we decide to partner with other companies. We can decide to change things around. All of that will be pushed through the DAO. Everybody will get to vote, and it'll stay fair and equitable, not just me sitting around clicking buttons. So anyway, there is that. And just for good measure, I'm going to show you how to do this on PancakeSwap. So you would go to pancakeswap.finance. It's the largest DEX for the Binance Smart Chain. I've already added in the DAI token. So let me show you how easy it is to add the BBA token, which you're going to need, because especially early on, right? Because we're not going to have enough trading and volume, everything else for us to show up automatically, but eventually that won't be an issue. So you click in PancakeSwap. It's very easy, just like you saw the interface here on the website for buy BBA. Same thing. So you go to the website, you connect your wallet, you enter DAI, which is on the dropdown, okay? And by default, this is BNB chain. So you're not going to have to cross-chain swap or guess if this is the right DAI or anything like that. It's auto for you. So you click DAI, you click select token, you paste in the token address, okay? It shows BVA Veritas. You click import. There's a little do you know what you're doing? Notice here, click I understand, and then click import. And then get started. Oh, wait, amount. I think I've got, I'll just do 10,000. I'm sure I've got that. Okay, does a conversion for you. Easy math. And this is at current prices. Click get started. There you are. Just double check. Make sure you didn't miss a digit. Click swap. And then confirm swap. Okay, see that? So just make sure it looks right to you. click confirm. There you go. So on the blockchain, you can go there and click BSC scan, and it's all validated. And then this is being nice to me now. Let's see that other token. Nah, this is messing it up, but it's okay. It would just basically show all those tokens I bought here. This is just my I've been testing this thing pretty hard, so I think this is covering up the new BVA token for me. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you like what you see. I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing now.